And Tim Tao in there with a ball and a strike. Perdomo trying to time it. There he goes. Cavaliers with the throw. It's a good
jump by Perdomo over there at first base as well. Just a rocket throw that.
Players put it the first base side of the bag because it's a shorter throw. And those kind of plays matter, as we see so many times. 3-2 to Tawa. Tim hits it out to center and return all the way to the warning track. High and deep to left center. This one's got some carry. 15 games, now 16 in the big leagues. But he has hit everywhere. Career. Veteran catcher Jonah Heim is the DH today for the A's. Athletic strike first. 1-0 in the second. Rangers 23 club that won the World Series against the Diamondbacks. He went to the A's in a cash deal. Seen pretty consistent playing time here. Over there. Park. Tommy White steps in. Over his 3-year college career, he hit .355. Started his college career at North Carolina State. Was the ACC's freshman, a part of their future by the time they get to Las Vegas. Jorge Barros is over there.
But they're going to do a lot of things well too, and he's banking on the fact that they're going to continue to.
And then we're still without Nick Kurtz. They don't have the veteran Brent Rooker, who's also injured. 1-0 Athletics. Thumb sprain. Pokes it out to short left center. It drops in there for a hit. New product at shortstop. And this is Alika Williams out of ASU. They needed some shortstop depth, and now they're both out there tonight. Kind of a it works a little bit better now that they're in the same uniform. All the way to the track and first. 22 years old, 262 and 3 homers. Over there, Nolan's got a beat on it.
I love what Joe said about that Saturday morning batting practice. He said, you know,
they are out here very early in the day with all the players. Wilson's got that at short.
Henry Gwynn, I can't remember anybody I ever played against that was hot for an entire season.
Just have to walk through that path.
Oh yeah,
with all the guys. It's into right center in his start on Friday here against the Cardinals. So an early lead here for Springs. Corot to Grauer and Vargas. Arenado one base hit away from his 13th of the year. Category among all active players.
Clutch.
Yep. Be such a thing as a clutch vibe, and boy,
base he would find a way to get him on the plate.
Up to third, it stays fair. Corot to Grauer gets one, and Arenado advanced defensively.
He is. He really is. From both a makeup, really set himself apart.
You're going to love him, Bob.
Yo, I'm looking forward to it. I always like catchers going, but we always hear about himself. What kind of family is he from?
The thing is, isn't it all the college coaches like to call the pitches?
Correct.
So then you draft the catcher, then you got to teach them all over, right? Going back all the way back to Benintendi, right?
Yep. We got really excited.
I bet. That goes over the head of Brad. Perdomo's got a hustle here. The word from Jeff Bannister. Bryant, it's always interesting to see if teams go for prep player, and there's a base hit for Soderstrom.
Player that you really want to bet on.
I heard some guys say a word that scouts seem to love about Bryant. All-star catcher walked his first time up. He's a big kid too. I saw him get a lot from Jeremy.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I think just the making the best pitcher possible.
Is there a thought about drafting pitchers just to sort of stock
the Jets a little bit?
Do you find that creates a sense almost of loyalty to the kid that you're looking at?
End up with a really good player.
Just creates that comfort level.
100%.
Langoliers.
Actually, Doyle was a catcher at Arkansas, and he ended up signing a catcher from Arkansas. No, I think this year we were just talking about it, that all those guys are out there at draft camp today. College shortstops in the country. I mean, he was playing in that Georgia Tech lineup that was.
He looked very hitterish in that video.
Yes, he did.
3-2. Got him. How about that, Mitch? Sharp distinction there, or do you chime in on some of the guys you might get in a trade?
Yeah, no.
Total are scouting for the Diamondbacks in different areas.
So we have 17 area scouts, 4 effort, that is for sure.
Colby Thomas now. And yeah,
Diamondbacks in 2015 and ended up working in the office for a few years. Went out, I was an area
New Mexico and looking at baseball players, that's quite a contrast.
a little
Showcase over there, another game you want to see here, and I've got some friends that are
identify these guys first for us to know who we really need to scout and cross-check. And there are
license plates in the parking lot, and of course in the small town I grew up in, all of a sudden outed, I think, you know, as you well know, California, Texas.
middle of May, but
Well, you can appreciate this. I went to Ohio University and
He's had 2 base hits, a strikeout, and now a hit batter. Colby Thomas is at first base. Soderstrom at second and Thomas at first. First, it's 0-1 on the A's third baseman. Get into the seats out of play.
you know, one thing we've seen Ian
build to some of these guys that we've drafted that are out here right now. You know, Tommy Troy was a college shortstop.
After coming off a very successful draft this summer. Now the 0-2.
and well, I went to the tryout camp as a senior in college, and there was a bunch of get this kid right here. He should have been drafted. Credit from a scout, and he gave me a bat. I got a wooden bat from.
It's taken a lot of pitches, though. Barosa's there, and how about Mitch Pratt? Diamondbacks. It's still 1-0. 5th or 6th. It took a whole lot of bullets, but here we are, still 1-0. Red Hand, Diamondbacks scouting director. Every debut yesterday in the big win over the Cardinals. Rolls to third. Kuroda Grauer's got it. More home runs than any pitcher in the majors. Has made that 1-0 lead stand. Darts, the ERA over that stretch is north of 7.5. Barosa in right field, bats 9th. With the Diamondbacks on a grinding part of the schedule here. Probably back in the lineup tomorrow.
You know, Torrey would like nothing.
1-1 on Jorge. This made too much sense. So that's where we are with that. He's done it on a couple of swings that happened before the All-Star break. Hopefully back in there tomorrow, maybe even later tonight. 6 of 7. They have won each of the last 3. Of course, at Sutter Health Park in West Sacramento as they build their Las Vegas Boulevard and Tropicana Avenue.
What could possibly go wrong?
That's a great sports town, Las Vegas. Growing, and the A's have been a very comfortable place to watch a ball game from. A good place to work from. Jorge Barosa. It's at bat. Jorge Barosa. 3-2. Out on the game's first pitch for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, gold star for Barosa.
Perdomo, like in terms of fouling off 2 strike pitches. Tied on the list, although why he drives to the ballpark in full uniform,
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
quite sure.
questionable.
Puzzling. Third, boy, that Kuroda Grauer's getting everything down there. Run. A's have out-hit the Diamondbacks 4-2. Tommy White. That's what Josh Colmentor was saying during the pregame. The terrific pitching numbers at Reno this year. He's at 60 pitches right now. Just did it. There's one.
There's one.
The A's have lost 19 of their last 23. A's staff. Pitching coach Scott Emerson was dismissed right at the old D-backs games in market live and on demand. Just $54.99 for the rest of the year. This is DBacks.TV. It's presented by Progressive, subject to national exclusivities.
Calculator out.
Gazintas. There goes one. He digs a hole and then fills it in. Henry. It's a nice touch.